Hi, this is Dr. Greg Oliver, and it's been a little while since we've broadcast Fat Doctor TV to you. We've had a couple of weeks of hiatus here. I was out of the country and doing some other things, so I appreciate your patience. Today, though, we're going to go back to some basics. Let's talk about the importance of eating small meals frequently. I like to eat 5 meals a day. Does it always work out? No, because our days are different. We get busy and things like that, but we don't want to make excuses. We want to make sure and eat some breakfast. Here's the deal. If you don't eat anything when you first get up, within an hour of getting up, you are going to have extreme difficulty losing weight. Overnight, your body is in the fasting mode. You're not eating through your sleep. At least most of us aren't. Now, if you get up in the morning and you haven't eaten for 8 or 10 hours, and you don't give yourself something to eat, your body's going to sense starvation and it's going to go into fat storage mode. Then if you don't eat something till later in the day, noontime, that sort of thing, your body has slowed its metabolism down, it's trying to hold on to its calories, then you start to give it calories as the day goes on, and the body wants to turn that into fat. So when we miss meals in the morning and we eat more in the evening, our body becomes a fat making machine. It stores fat in the morning and it makes fat at night. So we don't want to do that. And that we've talked about before, we call the sumo wrestler diet, where you eat most of your calories in the evening and you eat very little in the morning. So it definitely makes us produce fat. The most important thing to do is just like we do with our car. We don't give it one big gulp of gas in the morning or in the evening. We give it fuel as it needs it. So our body should do the same thing. Now, we can't have a constant infusion of food, and we don't graze like cows. So what we should do is have a meal every 2.5 to 3 hours, maybe 100 to 150, even 200 calories, and it should be consistently higher in protein, lower in the simple carbohydrates. If we do that, our body will get into this mode where it starts to burn fat, especially if you reduce the calories to less than what you burn in a day. Now, if you don't know how many calories you burn in a day, then you should get with someone, your physician, who may be able to do a test to actually measure your metabolic rate. Here in our office, we use a couple of different ways. We use an oxygen consumption method, where we put a clip on the nose and we have you breathe in and out, and we measure how much oxygen you consume, and we correlate that into metabolic rate. Another way is to actually measure the different components of the body through a bioelectrical impedance, and you can get a rough estimate of what your caloric expenditure is a day. So if you don't know what that is, then you should locate a physician or someone, and if you have trouble finding it, go to the American Society of Bariatric Physicians website, or asbp.com, or you can Google American Society of Bariatric Physicians and find that. So that would be very important to know how many calories in a day you burn up. Then what you want to do is you want to reduce the calories below that basal metabolic rate, and you want to increase your protein levels and decrease your carbohydrate levels. Then you want to spread those calories out at least 5 times a day. So rather than eating one big meal here and another big meal there, which we hear from a lot of our patients who tell us, oh, I just eat once a day, or I just eat twice a day. That's not adequate, and that makes your body want to store its fat. So the lessons of today: number 1, try and find out what your metabolism is, okay? So check that out. If you have trouble, get with our coaches here at and you can contact us through Fat Doctor TV to talk to our coaches. And the other thing is set up a dietary schedule where you're eating on a regular basis, and also protein snacks such as protein shakes, protein bars, those kind of things are very helpful also. So that's the recommendations for the day, and we'll talk to you next time on Fat Doctor TV, and we'll see less of you when we do. Have a great day.